It was a warm afternoon in Bradenton, Florida, when Ryan Bray sat in his Jeep, waiting at a busy intersection. The sound of traffic hummed in the background, but it wasn't the noise of engines that caught his attention. It was the voice of a stranger leaning into his open window. Before we continue, please take some time to subscribe to Dailydose, like, and share this video. The man's arms rested on the doorframe, his tone casual yet expectant. "Hey, do you have any money?" the stranger asked. Ryan could have easily muttered a quick no and rolled up his window like most people would. But instead, he smiled faintly and gave an unexpected reply. "I've got something better for you," he said. That one sentence would set off a chain of events neither man would soon forget. Ryan, who worked for his family's business, Bray Remodeling, offered the panhandler something many in his position claimed they want a chance to earn. $15 an hour to do some yard work at my place just down the road, Ryan said sincerely. But rather than a grateful smile or a nod of appreciation, the man's reaction was far from what Ryan had expected. The panhandler scoffed. Then his voice turned sharp. "Absolutely not," he snapped, his tone shifting from dismissive to downright hostile. Within moments, the situation escalated. Words were exchanged, curses hurled. The man's irritation boiled over until, according to Ryan, he kicked the side of the Jeep in anger. Most people would have driven away and let the encounter fade into memory. Ryan did drive away, but only to return with his own message. Grabbing a large sign, he walked back to the very spot where the panhandler was standing, boldly positioning himself right beside him. His sign read, "I offered him $15 an hour to do yard work for me, and he refused. If we as a community stop paying them, they will leave our neighborhood." Ryan stood there for 3 hours, his silent protest sending a message to every driver who slowed at the light. But the story didn't end there. According to Ryan, during those tense hours by the roadside, the man hurled even darker threats, saying he would rape Ryan's mother and kill his wife. These weren't just idle words. They were enough to make most people walk away. Yet Ryan remained, not out of spite, but because he felt his community needed to hear the truth about what some panhandlers were really doing. Determined to shine a light on the issue, Ryan returned days later with a local news crew. Cameras rolled as he approached the same intersection on 75 Street W and Manatee Avenue W. There stood the same man, still panhandling, still asking for money from passing cars. When the panhandler noticed Ryan and the reporters, his face darkened. He claimed he was the one being harassed and spat foul language at the camera. But even then, he managed to collect a few dollars from a passing driver, muttering defiantly, "You can't shut me down, brother." In footage aired by WFLA News Channel 8, the man's temper only grew worse. "Get the f***ing camera out of my face," he barked, pacing the sidewalk. "Quit following me." His agitation didn't rattle Ryan. To him, this was proof of the very behavior he wanted his neighbors to see. He wasn't trying to humiliate anyone. He was trying to show that not every person with a cardboard sign was looking for an honest second chance. Ryan made it clear he understood that homelessness is a complex, painful issue. But he also knew that giving cash directly to aggressive panhandlers was making his streets unsafe. "I can't have my 13-year-old daughter and my wife driving with their windows up and being berated if they don't hand over money," he said. "It's not right." His goal was simple: push for stricter ordinances and encourage drivers to donate to charities that truly help the homeless instead. Adele Erizer, the executive director of Turning Points, a nonprofit helping the homeless, supported Ryan's stance. She explained that while many truly need help, others are simply making a living from panhandling, preying on sympathy. Her advice was firm. If we want to get rid of panhandlers, stop giving to them. Give to organizations that can help in real, lasting ways. The truth was plain to Ryan. Some people, when offered the tools to help themselves, will refuse. And if the community keeps rewarding that refusal, nothing will change. His roadside sign wasn't meant to shame, it was meant to spark a conversation. As the days went by, Ryan noticed something. More drivers hesitated before handing over money at that intersection. Some even rolled down their windows just to thank him for speaking up. His silent protest had turned into a quiet ripple of change. And for Ryan, that was enough. Because in the end, it wasn't about winning an argument with one angry panhandler. It was about standing up for the safety of his neighborhood, protecting his family, and reminding people that sometimes the best way to help isn't with loose change, it's with opportunities for honest work. And if those opportunities are refused, the real kindness may be in refusing to reward the refusal.